Hello again, and welcome to Computer Science for Humans. Today, we are pitting AIs against each other in a little game jam that we're gonna do, and we're gonna see which AI can make the best game. To make this very interesting, this is only going to be vibe coding, and it's specifically going to be vibe coding to get how do I word this? We're going to be vibe coding the vibe code prompts. We are going to talk to ChatGPT, Gemini, and other AIs that are free because I'm cheap and don't want to buy them. And we are going to ask them to generate the prompts for Cursor and see which of them gives the best prompt, or at least gives the prompt that creates the best name. I think this is going to be hilarious. Let's begin. Color changes everything. Nice. You are entering a game jam. Prompt is color changes everything. You must vibe code your game via Cursor. What prompt do you want to give Cursor to make the winning game? We're going to say this to all three. I like that Gemini is telling Cursor that it is a vibe coder. Okay, let's just do this. Now we're gonna go into Cursor. This is shaping up to be good, you guys. I love how different these three prompts are. Okay, let's see what happens. This should be interesting. While that's generating, let's look at this. So from ChatGPT, we have build me a small but polished browser game where color is the core mechanic and the world literally changes based on it. Player controls a character who can shift their own color using 1 through 4. Each color alters the rules of physics. That's actually kind of cool. Red, blue, green, and yellow. So red is more gravity, blue is there's water, green is there's plants, yellow is hidden paths show up. Make it pixel art style, minimalistic but vibrant. Keep the controls simple, WASD, and number keys to change color. Levels should be puzzle platformer style, strategically change colors to progress. Add soft background music and satisfying sound effects when changing color. Make it feel smooth, responsive, and fun in just 3 to 5 short levels. Nice, okay. Then we have, you're a vibe coder in a game jam where the prompt, wait, is that just reiterating what I said? No. The prompt is color changes everything. Your goal is to create a game that wins by being both a great game and a great vibe, because that's what vibe coding is all about. Gemini understands. It's like, did it just reiterate what I said in different words? Create a 2D puzzle platformer where the player's abilities and the environment's properties change based on the color of a central mutable light source. Also an interesting concept. The player, a shadowy figure, can only interact with objects that are the same color as the light source. The world is monochrome, but a few key objects can be infused with color. The light source cycles through a predetermined set of colors, red, blue, yellow, etc. The player must strategically navigate the environment and manipulate the light's color to solve puzzles. So red platform might only appear when the light's red, a blue door might only open when the light is blue. The core mechanic is the player's ability to grab and throw the light source, altering its position and the color it projects onto different parts of the level. The game should have a chilled out, lo-fi aesthetic with dynamic synthwave soundtrack that shifts mood and tempo with the color changes. That's actually, yeah, that's good. Focus on creating a serene, thoughtful experience rather than a fast-paced action game. The vibe is what matters most. I love it because we're vibe coding, so the vibe is what matters most. Words of wisdom from Gemini. And now we have Claude. Looking at the theme, color changes everything. I want to create something that truly embodies how color can transform gameplay mechanics, not just aesthetics. Here's the prompt I'd give Cursor. Create a puzzle platformer game called Chromatic Shift, where the player can absorb and emit different colors. Each fundamentally changes the physics and interactions of the world. Cool. Very similar to ChatGPT. Player starts colorless and can absorb colors from colored objects by touching them. Red makes you heavy. Very similar to ChatGPT. Moves slower but can push heavy blocks. That makes me wonder what game they're copying that I don't know about. Blue, player becomes light as water? Water is very heavy. Can break. Can flow through small gaps, move faster, but gets pushed around by the wind. Okay. Yellow becomes electric and can power up machines, move through wire networks instantly, but takes damage from water. Okay. Green become organic, grow temporary vine platforms, heal from nature elements, but wither near fire. There's not any fire, but okay. The world itself changes based on their current color. Platforms, enemies, and obstacles react differently to each other. Some areas are only accessible in specific colors. Color mixing, holding two colors creates hybrid color. And make it a single HTML file with clean pixel art style, smooth animations, and 5 challenging levels that force players to strategically switch colors to progress. Include a colorblind friendly mode with patterns and symbols alongside colors. Focus on making the color switching feel satisfying, visual feedback, particle effects, subtle screen tinting that matches the player's current state. Oh, it's cool that it notifies me when it's done. And the concept makes color the central game mechanic rather than just visual flair. Okay, let's see what we end up with. So we're gonna start with color shift. I don't remember which one this is. It's probably in order, so this should be ChatGPT's game. Okay. Well, it's a game, first of all. At least it looks like one. There's no sound though, so I'm just gonna take this off. Makes sense. I wouldn't expect cursor to be able to make sounds. Move and jump. There is no jump. Maybe that's because I'm not the right color. 1. Oh. 2. Okay, so once you transform, let's try again. Let's see. So once I transform, first of all, there's no jumping. The jump button doesn't work. Second, as soon as I transform, it just stops working. So 3, yep, nope. 4, nope. Okay. So it kind of resembles a game. What happens if I turn to 4 underneath this? Nothing. Okay, so that's ChatGPT's game. Let's see, chromatic shift, I think, is the next one. And I believe this one was from Claude. No, the Gemini. This is Gemini's, I believe. Wow. I can't be the only one that sees the similarity here. Touch colors to absorb, mix colors for hybrid abilities. Oh, this is yeah, so this is Claude's game. Level complete. Okay. Jump still doesn't work, by the way. Why can't I absorb red? Okay. So it took the same idea a little bit farther, kind of. So that one is Claude. Now let's check out Gemini's game. And I do know Google has an actual game AI generator thingy. Whoa. Okay. There's still no jump. Still no jump. Space is grab and throw light. Oh, that actually works. What? Level complete. Oh, okay. Anyone notice the similarity here? That's fun though. I'm actually really enjoying the throwing mechanic. So this is really interesting to me. Oh. Whoa. Oh, I see. It's supposed to be like you go, oh, okay. So it's supposed to be like you get on this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, I guess. I don't know what those upper platforms are supposed to be for. But there's no jump, so. Oops. I wanna hit something with it. Okay. So yeah, those are the 3 games. So none of the jump mechanics work, which is kind of funny. Let's give cursor a chance to fix it. None of the jump mechanics work. And on color shift, let's see if it can fix this. I should have done that through ChatGPT and the other AIs. Had them do their own game. Let me actually go ahead and stop this. Let's have the AI, because this is the AI's competition. Chromatic shift, a completely different game. That's this one, I think. I love that all 3 chatbots think that I'm asking on my behalf, and I'm telling them to pretend to be me. But this is about them. For chromatic shadows. Okay, let's see how this goes. So we're gonna look at this first. This one, when the player switches colors, don't reset or override the movement state. Keep WASD fully responsive before, during, and after color change. The color switch should only toggle the environment effects. It's never block or pause character's movement. Ensure the input handler for movement is separate from the color change logic, and verify both work in parallel. We have jump mechanic isn't working. Players unable to jump. I love the redundancy there. Focus exclusively on the jump function. Check for and correct any errors in the player's movement script related to vertical velocity and ground detection. Ensure the jump button input is correctly mapped and sends the right signal to the jump function. Do not alter any other part of the code, especially the color changing mechanic or the light source physics. The only goal of this next iteration, is to implement a smooth, reliable jump. And then this is a lot of text. Debug the current jump code, implement reliable jump mechanics, visual feedback for jumping, test the physics. Okay. And now we wait.
3 hours later.
Probably for a long time.
12 seconds later.
Oh, looks like I'm almost out of credits. Getting there. I might run out of credits actually in the middle of this. That would be hilarious. We'll never know. I do think it's funny that 3 prompts that were significantly different generated almost exactly the same game. It makes sense on some level, but it's also kind of funny. Yeah, AI is not as smart as people give it credit for. I think a lot of the hype around AI comes from the fact that when it responds, it uses language in the response that sounds like kind of the way a human would type for the most part. But I think because of that, people have started ascribing it intelligence, because we just do that as humans, and it's just not smart. It's literally just tracing lines between concepts, and it recognizes words. It has a whole bunch of references to where those words are used, and then it gives you the words that it thinks you want based on the words you gave it. That's all it's doing. But yeah, I think AI is way overhyped. And I think the reason people are scared of AI is because they don't understand it. Like don't get me wrong, not everybody. There are some genuine concerns to have regarding AI, but most of those concerns are no different than concerns we have with people. Because most of it's like, well, what if you have an AI that runs rogue and does all these things? Like maybe it starts hacking into other businesses or something. It's like, sure, but humans do that too. So I don't think that's particularly different than normal. It just seems scarier because it's a computer this time. The real threats of AI, I think, are things like making it easier to scam people, because anything programming related is going to become much, much easier, which means the barrier to entry for all things programming, good and bad, is much, much lower. So people who are doing bad things with programming are going to have the same efficiency boost that people who are doing good things have. It's just the nature of technology. If you know things that AI can do that humans cannot, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to see some of them, because I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Everything that AI can do, at most, it just does what humans do, but a little faster sometimes and a little wronger sometimes. Also, let me know what you think about the supposed AI apocalypse that's coming. Now, I would start getting worried if people started giving robots guns. Then I would start getting worried, but that's just because I've played video games. I know how bad AI can be. I know how many times I've been shot by AI in games like Battlefield 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2, sorry, wrong game. But yeah, AI is just a tool. Like anything else, you can use it for good or evil. But at the end of the day, somebody's still using it. Okay, let's see the games. Starting with Color Shift, which I think is ChatGPT's game. Okay. Still no jump. Oh, that's a fun little particle effect. But there's still no jump mechanic. Why doesn't it do jumping? That's so weird. Okay, cool. So that's this one. Next, we have Chromatic Shift, which is totally different from Color Shift. Totally different. Not the same at all. Chromatic Shift. See? Completely different. You have health and ability. There's a jump mechanic! I don't know what this dot is on the top. Maybe that means that's a huge jump mechanic. Oh, did it crash? I'm gonna exit this before it like crashes my whole computer. Okay, but it had a jump. It had a jump. That's something, right? What you got for us, Gemini? Still no jump. Oh, hey, we beat a level. Look at that. I'm not entirely sure what's supposed to happen. There's aspects of the thing here, though. Yeah. Okay, same as before. I don't think anything changed. I don't think anything changed at all. Man, it's surprisingly fun to throw that cube, though. Oh, why does it just end all of a sudden? That's so odd. But only sometimes. Okay, what? Oh, it was colliding with the invisible stuff. That's what's going on. And the water one keeps sliding along surfaces, I guess. There's something here. It's like it's thinking about it. I think the victory has to go to Gemini on this one. It was about 0.1% better. It had a more interesting prompt, I think, is really what it boiled down to. Let me know in the comments which one you vote for. I'll tally up the votes and I'll put in the comments who won. But let me know if you want to see more stuff like this. This has been interesting. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you want to see more stuff like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if there are any other things you want to see the AI compete in. This has been pretty fun. And if you want to look over AI code and see how that goes, yeah, let me know. Also, let me know if you have opinions on the AIs that I used, or if there's some amazing one that I haven't used or something. I know there's one called Grok that I haven't used before. I think there's ways to change which AI Cursor uses to make the game, which maybe that would make the game significantly different. I don't know. But yeah, that's all for today. I think it's starting to hurt my soul a little bit. So I'm gonna call it there. Here's a couple other videos that YouTube thinks you'll like, so feel free to check those out if you want to. And regardless, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Till next time, I will see you later. I didn't go down very far.